Hi friends, it is Belle, and today I am coming to you with a radically different video from my usual content. And by radically different, I mean it has nothing to do with fairy tales. That's not true. I'm very easily a blue connection slash connection slash analyze how their color is used in folklore and how it connects with kids. It's an absolute who talks about the dimensionality of reality in folk tales and folk tales, how any substance describes a substance like marble or gold. Gold is a specific thing, and that ties in because I am dyeing my hair today from the disgusting blue, gray, green mess it has faded into something that hopefully will be brownish, blondish, vaguely more natural looking. Now, the reason behind this is that A, I absolutely must change my hair color at least every 6 months or I will cease to function as a human being, and B, that I am soon going to begin giving tours on a 18th century tall ship, and I will be doing so in 18th century dress, and I simply cannot have blue hair poking out from underneath my cap. That would kind of ruin the illusion. Anyway, part of why I wanted to make this video was that I have searched all over the internet for a video of someone going from blue to blonde, so because there are no other sources out on the internet that I could find, I figured I would be the one to make that video, and whether it be a success or a failure, I will be morally obligated to post the results. So, how am I going to attempt this daring feat of personal transformation? I am glad you asked. The first step is going to be a bleach bath. Now, a bleach bath is when you take bleach powder and developer that you would normally use to bleach your hair and mix it with shampoo and water to dilute the bleach so that it's not necessarily actively lifting your hair color, because my hair underneath this is actually bleached to a pretty high color already. But what it does do is remove the permanent blue and gray color that I put in here a couple months ago, and hopefully just return my hair to the maybe level 9 that it was when I got it bleached back in January. The tools I will be using to achieve this are a non-metal mixing bowl, Clairol Clear Ice Kaleido Colors bleach powder, and 30 volume developer, plus of course the shampoo in my bathroom and the water from my bathroom sink. Oh, and let's not forget, of course, these hair styling, bleaching, dyeing brushes and some nice gloves so I don't burn all of the skin off of my hands. That wouldn't be good. Now, after that bleaching portion of the adventure is completed, my next step will be to add some color back in, because I was a platinum blonde for a few days before I started putting blue into my hair. It's not a good look, it's not the kind of person I want to be, my personality is not platinum blonde, and so neither should my hair be platinum blonde. I don't think that was grammatically correct, and I'm slightly concerned now. I have a reputation to uphold. The products I will be using to achieve a slightly more natural looking brownish, blondish gradient on these keratin strands are Ion Color Brilliance Permanent Creme hair color in light golden blonde and medium golden blonde. Change is inevitable, it's part of life, may as well get ahead of the curve. And I will see you when I begin the terrifying process of bleach bathing my hair. Hello, as you can see I have changed into something less likely to cause emotional damage if physically damaged by the bleach. I have combed out my hair so it is no longer full of disgusting tangles. I have procured all of my proper ingredients, shampoo and all the rest. I have watched other tutorials on YouTube for making a bleach bath, and I am ready to potentially destroy my hair. The goal is obviously not to do that, but I've seen enough disaster videos that I know just what I may be in for. First of all, I think I'm actually going to section my hair because I want to start with the underlayers first, just because those are the ones that have had the least shampooing done, and I can tell that that's what the issue is because my little former bangs and the top parts of my head have faded much more quickly than the ends, meaning that it was in fact shampoo that was stripping away the permanent color, and the underside of my hair here is what has received the least shampooing. So that is what I will tackle first and just work my way up to the least affected areas, meaning hereabouts in the front of my face. While I'd originally planned to put some fun royalty-free music over this time-lapse, I realized there's nothing more fun than some fun facts, and my hair's pretty long, so settle in for a lot of bleaching and a lot of learning. I've never actually bleached my hair myself before. I'm kind of terrified, but what else is the point of being 20 and having little to no impulse control? I don't actually know how long this has to process for. I've seen people's hair lift really quickly with a bleach bath, and I've seen people try and do bleach baths on blue hair that just don't lift enough. My big thing here is just that it ends up not blue. In ancient Rome, prostitutes were required by law to either dye their hair blonde or wear a blonde wig. When Rome invaded Great Britain, however, blonde became a desirable color, and many Roman women took to bleaching their hair to achieve it. Various hair colors might have been achieved through the use of plants, nuts, vinegar, or one particularly creative formula for black hair dye that involved fermenting leeches for 2 months inside a lead container. That's like hair color and perfume in one. I'm taking Norwegian on Duolingo right now, and I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I'll sometimes just get words stuck in my head that sort of repeat over and over again. And when I'm learning another language, like sometimes it'll happen in French, or it happened when I was learning Russian. Now it's happening in Norwegian. The word that is stuck in my head is concha. Concha? I can't. Concha. Here we go. Yeah, it's hard to say in an accent that is not French, or what's the word? Concha. Southern American accent. But yeah, it's their word for maybe, and I think it's a pretty good word for what we got happening right now, because it's a maybe situation. It's like, am I doing the right thing? Maybe. Am I ruining my head? Maybe. Who knows? Certainly not me. In the 18th century, wigs were a status symbol, and so unlike some wigs today that seek to mimic the look of natural hair, wig wearers at the royal courts of Europe and in the North American colonies used the obvious wigginess of their hairpieces to emphasize just how much money they had to throw around. Only those lower-class folks had to wear their own hair. However, since elastic had not yet been invented to hold them in place, men and even some women would have their heads shaved regularly to more easily wear their wigs. The stubble that grew out during the day was just enough to help hold the wig in place. Okay, that took literally an hour. I'm going to go wait for this to process. Hopefully it's looking a little bit lighter than it did at the beginning, but not a whole lot, which is not promising. So I'll see you later. Okay, so these are the results of the bleach bath. As you can see, there's some green tone in here, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it turned out for the first process. The reason I'm in the car is because I forgot to buy the developer that is supposed to be used along with the permanent color that I purchased from Sally's Beauty, so I have returned to that lovely store and am going to go get that so that I can actually dye it and have the dye not fall out of my hair. Okie dokie, I did not film me dyeing my hair because I was on a Zoom call with my friend at the time and I thought it would be really rude to say, hey, just stop talking to me, I have to go make a video of myself coloring my hair. But what I did was I used the medium golden blonde color right next to my roots. I left as much of my regrown roots out as I could because what I'm trying to do is let my hair grow out naturally without having that weird extra dyed part underneath. To blend it most naturally, I put the darker medium color next to the roots and then put the lighter blonde color on the ends. And now we shall reveal the results. I am very happy with how this turned out. It looks surprisingly similar to the color that my hair was when I was younger. I was not always quite so dark-haired, and so this really looks like something that could naturally occur coming out of my head. It doesn't look like I took a bottle of peroxide to my hair, and I am quite happy with how it turned out. Thank you for watching. If you are someone who came across this video because you too are thinking of turning your blue hair into blonde hair, I hope this was in some way helpful to prove that it can be done, and you're not going to be stuck with blue hair for the rest of your life until you chop it all off. If you're so inclined, you may like this video or subscribe. Obviously, I can't force you to do either. But otherwise, I hope you are all staying happy, safe, and healthy, and that you tune in next time, whenever that might be, to see whatever sort of strange video I decide to put out onto the internet next. Bye!